Global share markets were mixed at the end of last week. US GDP results were out, and this did show a 2.4% expansion in the second quarter of 2010. This was weaker than expectations and was a marked slowdown from the 3.7% expansion in the first quarter of this year. The results also showed that through the height of the recession, the US economy contracted by over 4%. Consumer spending does make up a big part of the US economy, and this does indicate that consumer spending is going to be stagnant for a while to come. On the currency front, the New Zealand dollar is little changed over the weekend, and on Monday morning is trading at 72.6 against the US. Last week, the official cash rate was increased to 3%. However, there was a big sell-off in local interest rate markets. This was due to the perceived aspect from the markets that the Reserve Bank may pause at one of the upcoming meetings. Currently, the market is pricing in a 65% chance of an increase at the September meeting and only a 50% chance at the October meeting. This has meant that even though the official cash rate was increased last week, interest rate markets have fallen by about 20 basis points or 0.2% across the board. We still believe that the official cash rate will continue to be increased right through 2010, but there is now a good chance that we will see a pause, but perhaps not till later on this year. This will depend on both international and local economic events. New Zealand beef schedule prices remain fairly static over the past week. The US market seems to be holding on, but we are seeing slower demand coming out of our Asian markets at the moment. Since the US re-entered the Korean market, the Korean trade has definitely slowed down. The same can also be said for Japan at the moment. And it is notable that last week a release showed that unemployment in the Japanese economy had increased once again. Indonesia is one of the few bright spots for beef in Asia at the moment. The fact that we are in the slower part of our slaughter season is definitely softening the blow for lower demand coming out of our Asian markets at the moment. Looking to next season, we are expecting to see some marginal increases in beef schedule prices, but they are likely to be only just ahead of last year levels.